Hello there and welcome back to Bullets for Bucks. My name's Stephen Bresnaugh and today I have something super exciting to show you guys. That's the Vortex Strikefire II green-red sight system is what they call it, but basically it's a red and green dot sight made by Vortex. It's one of their more budget-friendly red dots. And it appears to be really nicely made. I will be taking out to the range later in this review, so stay tuned. We're going to show that range footage and we're going to put through the test and the paces and see how it performs. But just going over some of the really basic fit and feel of it. It appears to have a black anodized hard coating. Good quality construction. I believe it's 30 millimeter tube. The front has a good quality lens cap that comes with it. Rear, same thing, good quality lens cap. Locks very tight, so that should do a good job at keeping water and moisture out. On the right side here, you have the cylinder that fits a CR2 battery that's 3 volt, and it does come with one. One thing I do think is cool is they put the logo here on the lens cap, on the side. It just adds a little bling to it. It looks pretty nice and sharp. On the top here, you have a capped elevation turret that's adjustable with a flathead screw. Testing them out, they're audible and tactile, but not amazing. They do not have a lot of slop in them though. Other red dots tend to have a lot of slop. These do not have slop when adjusting them per click, which is nice. And you have a capped windage turret on the right. On the left side here, of course, it says Strikefire II. And then you have 2 buttons here, and they're rubberized, and you have a arrow up or arrow down. That's for adjusting the brightness and also the red or green color light. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the scope mount. They gave you a single piece picatinny cantilever scope mount here, or I should say sight mount. It uses a nice socket head to adjust right here. It has 3 screws on each side at the top, which are Torx head. And of course it once again has that cool logo on top. Appears to be constructed quite nicely and very robust. So no issues really to speak of there. Like I said, we're going to test this out though and see how it really performs. That Torx head for adjusting, or excuse me, for tightening down this is a T15 Torx head, by the way. And it does, like I said, take the CR2 batteries. The magnification is 1x. It does feature the 30 millimeter main tube, like I said. The red dot is 4 minutes of angle. It's a 4 MOA red or green dot. And each click is 1/2 MOA. It has 25 MOA per revolution on the turrets and has a maximum of 100 MOA of adjustment in the elevation and windage, which is quite a bit for a red dot. That's really good there. It is a parallax-free sight. It's 5.6 inches long and it weighs approximately 7.2 ounces. The lenses are fully multi-coated and have an anti-reflection coating on them so that it has a crisp and clear image. It features 10 levels of brightness settings with the red dot, which is quite nice, and it has a basically never-ending eye relief. It's very easy to acquire the red dot. So now that we've gone over some of the basics, I'm going to go ahead and mount this onto a rifle, and we're going to take it out to the range and see how it performs, see what I think about the glass, the red dot, and basically the overall performance. All right, folks. Now we're out here for the range portion of the Vortex Strikefire II red-green dot test on my AR-15 here. We're going to see how it does. All right. Looks to me like it just needs to come up a few clicks. I haven't quite sighted it in all the way. Normally I would sight it in on a bench on a rest, but today I'm kind of just doing this the quick method, and mainly we're seeing that does it function, how does it function, and what my opinion is, I guess, on the reticle and glass. So looking through it, the glass is really good. It has whatever coating it has to reduce glare is definitely working, because I'm literally shooting into the sun and yet I'm still able to see very well, almost like if there was a sunglasses on it. So very, very nice there. I can shoot straight into glare and still acquire a target. Another thing I really like about this is because it's such a fine dot and crisp red dot, is that I could probably, once this is sighted in well, I could probably use this out to 200-300 yards without any issues at all, because it's a nice, easy to acquire yet fine enough dot that I could shoot out further. So a lot of red dots, you know, they're massive or whatnot, or cluttered, and so they're really good for close quarters, like 50 yards in or maybe 75 yards in. But once you get out there, it's like, man, I can't even see the target behind that. This you could probably use all the way from right up to you, next to you, out there very far. So that makes it very versatile. Really happy and pleased with it so far. Let's go ahead and shoot some steel and put some more rounds down range. All right, folks, let's go ahead and see if we can shoot some steel at 100 yards. Now, I don't shoot freehand very often, guys, so don't critique me too much. Bazinga! First shot. No problem with this Strikefire Vortex 2, but definitely gets the job done. Easy to see the target, very clear, crisp glass. The biggest thing I'm noticing with this is that there's very little reflection. So whatever coatings they used on it are very good at reducing reflection. I'm shooting into the sun right now, so it's kind of difficult. And so I'm pleasantly surprised at that. Also, its strong point would be that the dot is very crisp and clean, and it's small enough that if you wanted to, you could shoot at extended ranges. Hope you enjoyed this review of the Strikefire II by Vortex. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe.